It was very nice, very simple, but calm, and yes, really nice. And Mother and Dad were wonderful.
What were they like?
Dad was calm, and he never gave me a spanking. Mother gave me one spanking once, but I knew I deserved it, so I was thankful for that later on.
What did you do?
Well, I was being stubborn. I had crackers in a cup, and I had some milk in there, and I was going up and down like this, and my mother says, "Stop that, you're going to spill it." And sure enough, I spilled it. I kept on and spilled it, and I got a spanking for that because I wasn't minding her. And that's the only spanking I ever got that I remember of anyway. So it taught me a lesson not to be so stubborn.
What was your mom like?
Well, she was the one that kind of ruled between Dad and I, or Dad and her. Why, she was the one that did the spanking and the kept us from being naughty. Yeah, it was good. So good that she did that.
Good. How about your dad? What was he like?
Well, he calm and collected. He sure didn't say much. He would sing to us. I remember that, and real nice dad. Yes, I should say. So I'm thankful for both of them. Mother too. She was good, but she was strict too. But that's good. We needed that. Yeah, and I don't really know. I thank the Lord we had such good folks, and how they found a place like Minnesota to come to. That was just really the perfect place. In Pine City, the town itself was very nice, and a lot of Czech people in Brun. And that was the church we went to in Brun, and then in the later years, in 1944, they moved to Pine City, and they were. Dad went to work at the church as a janitor, and Mother went to work at the restaurant in the kitchen at Petcho's Cafe. So it was nice, and by that time I was living in Rush City, and so I didn't have far to go to visit them, and I'm certainly glad for that. Yes. Yeah. So a lot of good memories.
Oh, I have never seen this.
What was it like growing up in the farm?
Well, it was a lot of work. We all had our chores to do. When we came from school, we knew we had to carry in water and fill the tea kettle and fill the reservoir and carry in the wood. And we never had to be told to do those things. We knew we had to do them, so that's what we did. Yeah, so it was.
That's pretty.
It was good. We learned how to work. Yeah.
Do you remember your grandparents at all? Did you ever meet your?
No, just faintly. I think it was in early 1900s. I was born in 1920. I think in that would have been, but I just vaguely remember that, and. That was the one and only time I've seen Grandpa. And Grandma never did get over here.
Right.
When maybe you heard about that. When he went to get her, why here she she had passed away. Yeah. So, yeah.
So what were your brothers and sisters like?
Well, they were good. Yes.
Skunks.
I'm glad I had
Oh, that's
a
cute.
lot of brothers and sisters, yes. And the older ones always took care of the younger ones, and I was the second to the youngest, so I got a lot of care. And I remember when my brothers worked in the cities, and they'd always come home every weekend. That was Henry and Frank. They'd come home every weekend, and we'd be looking for them to come because they always brought us some treats or something.
Oh, there's a lot of
Yeah,
pictures I've
so
never
it
seen.
was fun
Good.
watching for them to come. And yeah, so a lot of good memories. Yes.
Good. Any interesting stories about them? What's Christmas like?
Very simple. We didn't ever get any wrapped gifts, but we had all the candy and nuts we wanted on Christmas Eve. Mother would bring out all the candy and nuts that she had and put them on the table, and well, we had a real good feast. Yeah, so that was
Good.
fun.
Good. Good.
That's what I remember of Christmas. Yeah.
Good. What is what are the traits you think you've inherited from your parents?
Well, I think I worked hard.
I mean,
I always liked to clean, and I don't know. And I like to sew, and I don't know what else did I do. Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, I had the energy then, but I don't
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Who do you think had the most a positive influence on you?
Well, I think you mean of the brothers and
Yeah.
sisters? Well, I love them all, but really Charlie, okay, I gotta tell you about Charlie. He was on the farm longer than any of the other boys, and when he'd come in from to eat, but then he'd always have something to say or call me names. I was pretty skinny then, so he called me Skeleton. I'll never forget that. And then I liked sweets, and so then he started calling me Sugar Sweet, and that sounded better than Skeleton. Yeah, so he was always joking around, and yeah, I
Good.
sure had a lot of good memories. And Henry too, he was very, well, they were all good.
Yeah.
And Frank was so funny, and Joe I didn't know too well because he was gone before I grew up, and he was working in the cities too. Then he was married when I was 10 years old, and so I didn't really get to know him very much. And let's see. And Mary and Francis, yes, they were real good about. Well, I guess that's probably the first Christmas present I got was from Mary, and I got a little whisk broom, like it was a soft one that I could brush my clothes off with, and that I'll never forget. I had it up until only about 7 years ago now. Yeah, so that meant a lot to me. And young Frances too, she was very good, and Agnes, she was like a little. I always when she'd go visiting the neighbors, well, I had to be along. I tagged along, so she's the one that got me to visit neighbors and friends. Yeah, so that was fun.
What's the one thing you miss the most about those times?
Oh, the whole life, really. It was a good life, yes. I will say that. It was a good life.
Where's
Yeah.
that at?
Is that on Grandma's front
Let's see, did I
porch?
mention everybody? And then Carolyn, of course. I'm thankful I have her to live with now after we lost our husbands.
I know she had hollyhocks
Yeah,
on the south
so,
side of the house there.
It's good to have family. Brother Gus was the one I was closest to. He was only 2.5 years older than I. And I remember going to dances with him. He'd always take me along to the dances. And then he's the one that introduced me to what was my husband later. So I have him to thank for my married life, yes. It was
Lillian and Harvey
nice.
Nelson.
So that was what I forgot.
Oh, good, good.